This is TWiT.
We continue our holiday gift guide. Our home theater geek Scott Wilkinson has his top picks for AV gear. Watch.
Hey there, Scott Wilkinson here, the home theater geek and editor of avsforum.com. Now is the time for holiday shopping. And if you're looking for audio-video equipment, I've got some suggestions for you, especially if you're interested in the greatest value or bang for the buck. Let's start with TVs. My favorite bang for the buck TV is from Vizio. It's their top-of-the-line P series, and it comes in 3 sizes, 55, 65, and 75 inches. Now, I suggest getting the largest TV that you can fit in your room and that you can afford. And these Vizios are quite affordable. The 55-inch is only $1,000. And it has all the bells and whistles. It has high dynamic range, 4K resolution, of course, and not only high dynamic range HDR10, which is the sort of default format, but also Dolby Vision, which is becoming more and more important. The 65-inch is $1,700, but on Vizio's website, you can pick it up for $1,550. The 75-inch is pretty expensive at $3,500, but if you can afford that and you can go that big, man, you will be seriously impressed. Now, most of you know that the sound coming from a TV is pretty bad. It's almost universally unacceptable, in my opinion. So I recommend at the minimum that you get a sound bar to go with it. And here again, Vizio really comes through with bang for the buck. They have several different sizes depending on the size of your TV. I'm recommending in particular the SB3621, which is a 2.1 system. That is 2 front channels and a subwoofer, a separate wireless subwoofer, for $150. Quite amazing, actually, and really surprisingly good sound. Now, if you wanted to spend an extra $100 and go $250, you could get the SB3651, which gives you also the surround speakers, actual surround speakers, wireless, that go behind you or to the sides and give you a true surround experience. And that's only, again, $250. Both of them are let you cast audio to them as well. They're what's Vizio calls SmartCast, which is, it includes Chromecast built in. So next up the chain, if you want to be a little more sophisticated, you might want to shop for an audio-video receiver. My favorites are from Denon. And the one that I've picked for bang for the buck is the AVR S730H, which lists for $479. It's a 7.2 channel receiver, which means you can put 7 speakers around you and up to 2 subwoofers. Or you can also do Dolby Atmos immersive audio, which puts 5 speakers around you and 2 speakers overhead. And that gives you a truly 3-dimensional sound field that is really quite remarkable. You could also get the Sony STR DN1080. That's a little more expensive at $600, but it also gives you this 7.2 or 5.1.2, 5 channels plus 2 channels above for Atmos. And it uses Google Cast. CNET called it a better sounding receiver, but it's a little more expensive. So next, I want to tell you about UHD Blu-Ray players. This is the new disc format, Ultra HD. And the one I recommend is the Sony UBP X800, which sells for $200. And it has excellent upscaling. It does not do Dolby Vision, which is one drawback. But for $200, I can hardly complain. If you can spend $550, my very favorite Ultra HD Blu-ray player is the Oppo UDP 203. It's pretty expensive, but it does absolutely everything except streaming. Now, for streaming, I recommend the Apple TV 4K. This is their brand new streamer, which lists for $179 for 32 gigabytes or $199 for 64 gigabytes of storage. And it's really, really good. It does HDR, high dynamic range in HDR10 and Dolby Vision. The main problem with it is that it doesn't automatically switch to whatever the content is, 24 frames per second, 60 frames per second, standard dynamic range, high dynamic range. This is a real problem, which is being addressed in the next version of the operating system, tvOS 11.2. But I really like the Apple TV. All of its content is from the iTunes Store, and it's at a flat rate, so you can get the highest quality that your TV can handle without having to spend extra money. Fantastic deal there. So that's it for me. If you want to read more about what I'm doing, you can go to avsforum.com.